Thank you. All right, the standard 6% realtor commission on buying or selling a home has come to an end. So this massive settlement has been reached between the National Association of Realtors and home sellers, who sued them for conspiring to keep agent commissions inflated. Critics say the practice drove housing prices higher, and the group that brought the lawsuit argued buyers should be able to negotiate that fee with their agent and sellers should not be required to pay it. So what does this mean? Here to talk about what this could mean for our housing market is realtor Carla Magee. Carla, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. You mostly do commercial, right?
I do primarily commercial.
So what did you think when you heard this?
In commercial, that's always been a thing. Like for us, it's not new information. A lot of our buyers pay us to purchase their property, or the seller offers our commission, and then we co-broke that with the buyer's agent.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine realtors who do houses probably not happy, and sellers are probably happy, right?
I think they are. The agents are scrambling a little bit. There's a lot of back end talk going on right now. But really, the biggest thing to come out of this is that the co-broke, what you're offering the buyer's agent, just will not be published anymore on the MLS.
So it's not on MLS. So a lot of realtors will look on MLS, see a house, and see that it's 3%.
Right.
And so they're more inclined to show that house.
Sometimes they shouldn't be. That's against their ethical
duties.
But
I do have heard that some realtors really don't want to if it's not 3%. So instead of 5 to 6%, it's likely going to be 3 to 4%?
I mean, it's whatever you negotiate with your agent. 6% has just always been an industry standard. It was never like a fixed price.
Okay.
So anybody has the ability to go with a flat rate brokerage or a discount brokerage or negotiate their commissions with their agent.
What do you think it'll mean for realtors in terms of the work they do? Some realtors will put it on MLS and they wait for the phone to ring. Some work it hard. They've got their brokers open, they're advertising, the videos, the pictures, they pay for all of that. So what will that mean if their commission's lower?
I think what that can actually mean is better conversations with the sellers to show where your value is and what they're actually paying for. I think primarily what got us here is just not having good conversations with your clients and understanding where your value is. So we got interpreted as like order takers and just, hey, we just fill in blanks and sell your house. So now we can actually have conversations about like how do I sell your house? What does a broker's open cost? What do photos cost? What do my MLS fees cost? And then have conversations around that.
What do you think it means for buyers? I'm reading here that this could save consumers 20 to 30 billion in commissions every single year. That's a big number.
That is an interesting number. For buyer's agents, again, they're just going to have to show their value. It will narrow the pool in a selling situation. If you are not offering a co-broke to the other side, you will narrow your pool of people who can buy your home. Not everybody, once they've saved for their down payment and their closing costs and their lending, has the additional funds to then hire an agent outside of those fees.
So it sounds like it's going to create a lot more conversations going into this deal, whether you're a buyer or a seller,
that always should have been happening to begin with.
Yeah. Okay. And so if you have a house for sale right now, what about that? You're probably stuck with what you agreed to already.
Because you're in a contractual agreement with your agent.
And this sounds like it's going to take place in probably July.
In July is when they pull the co-broke off the MLS.
Oh, that's okay. So if you're want to sell your house and maybe it's May or June, you can still you're free to negotiate that 3 to 4% or whatever you can do, since it's going to take place.
Yes, because you could do that now and you can do that in July. It just will not be published to the other side. The buyer's agent is actually going to have to call you and say, hi, is there a co-broke on this? So that then they can have a conversation with their buyer. And that conversation will look like, we can look at this house, they are not offering to pay me. So what you will have to do is X. But then there's some lending programs like VA programs that don't allow for you to pay your own buyer's agent. So there's a ripple effect that's going to happen as well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those things that it's going to have to play out. Because there's going to be, people are going to see it different ways. And what are the rules? And
and it's ever evolving, because if you're representing yourself on a purchase, there's fair housing you need to be careful of. There's also there's disclosures you need to be careful of. You're going into a purchase that has no warranty, no guarantee, and it's one of the largest purchases of your life.
All right, so make sure you discuss everything with your realtor. Carla, thank you for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck to you. Thank you.